Yo, what's good, everybody? How are you guys all doing? It's Thursday. Man, it is Thursday. I'm wearing a lot of red, but I promise you guys, it's not like some kind of weird like hint or clue or nothing like that. I just bought a whole bunch more merch for my jujitsu stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna wear some new matching outfit stuff. I'm kind of spoiling myself. Treat yourself, right? Anyway, guys, my name is Tank. This is the IBC Gang YouTube channel. We talk about everything that's happening in the traditional markets as well as the crypto markets with a specific interest, of course, with the Cosmos ecosystem. We're going to be jumping on into all of that. But before I do, if you guys would help me grow, it is the bear market. We can only do this from the ground up with the community the right way, organically. If you guys help us out by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, hitting that little bell notification as well, really does help out quite a bit. I don't know how efficient that is because YouTube's kind of weird about giving people alerts. But if you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, couldn't hurt, right? Again, then you should feel like a good person because you're helping everybody else out. You're not just helping yourself out, but you're helping the Cosmos ecosystem out. You're helping your brothers and sisters to the right and to the left of you. The more people that see these videos, the more exposure the Cosmos ecosystem gets. So kind of like you're getting exposure to your bag by liking the video. So if you guys want your bags to pump, you guys want more and more people to come into the Cosmos ecosystem, I suggest that you guys take a little second. Just go ahead. I'll wait. Just touch the little things down there that you got, the little subscribe button. Touch it. Right down there. Bada bing, bada boom. Maybe that'll have some good effects. With that being said, guys, I do want to take a quick second before we jump on into everything and just give you guys a quick shout out. Blau, what's going on, buddy? Bren, Sunrise Binary, Oliver, I need my glasses. Where are my glasses? I can't read. Jackers, what's going on? Hold on. Need the glasses. I'm so old. Striker, IBC Mafia, Andy, what's going on? Matt Miller, Chad. Did I miss somebody? I feel like I missed somebody. If I missed you, I'm very, very sorry. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Thank you guys for joining us again. As always, I am still joined by my lovely mods who help me out tremendously. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without them, guys. Say what's up to Grits. Say what's up to Bren.
Did you turn the...
They can hear you. I'm on it, guys. I'm
Hello.
on it for once.
Yo, what's up, gang?
Hey, a quick heads up. Not to put it all out there, Brand, but like our buddy is down and out. He's got infected. We might have to throw him over the boat. We don't know yet.
Don't say it. Don't say the word.
Yeah, we're not going to say the word, but we might have to throw him over the boat. You know, hey, we love you, but you can't chuck him over the boat. Get him over the boat.
I understand,
No, so guys, if you guys are into that kind of stuff, keep him in your prayers. Keep him in the back of your mind. We hope that he gets better, and also your family as well, buddy. I hope they start feeling a lot better.
Thanks, man.
See what happens when you try to be productive and you take on like extra jobs and go out and like meet random people.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
the world is an unfriendly place.
Crypto full time. Don't go anywhere. We're crypto full time. Forget everything else. Not helping.
Yeah, look at how well I'm doing.
Yeah. See, yeah.
I haven't been sick in years.
Yeah. You guys,
The dream.
just stick with crypto. Don't worry.
Just wear a full bodysuit when you go out.
Yeah. Or the Lysol. Remember when it was at its height? Everybody was like, I swear, it was like my grandma used to walk around with Lysol and just Lysol everything. Hi, how are you doing? Shh. Shake your hand. That was like psychotic grandmother. No, I'm not making light of it and all that stuff. Like, honestly, really do hope that you start feeling better and hope your family starts feeling better as well, guys. Wish them well. Let them know in the chat. Guys.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
For sure. Let's go ahead and talk about the markets though real quickly, guys, because again, in the later part of this video, we're going to be talking about NFTs. We got Homestead coming on in just a little bit, so we got to kind of jump into these topics and kind of at least somewhat stay on track. Dow Jones up right now, almost 0.43%, was at 0.5 just recently, I believe. NASDAQ is up 1.1%, give or take. The Russell is up 1.62. SPX is up almost a whole percent. It's at 0.77. If I got my mouse out of the way and stop being crazy, I'd see that. But ranging from anywhere from 0.75 to 0.77 right now. Looking good, guys. Actually looking really good for being Thursday. Like we were talking about yesterday, Wednesday usually leads us into volatility. I told you guys that I didn't think there was going to be much volatility because it is the beginning of the month. Options just reopened back up for the week, for the month, for all this. Like, actually, we just got the quarter behind us as well. So, like, am I right about that, by the way? Was it the quarter? I may have misspoken. I think it was, though. I don't know. I'll double check that. Anyway, point of it being is it was pretty much like a clear sky kind of situation for options and for volatility and stuff like that. Right now, we're actually seeing the better side of things, and that's a good thing, right? Like we'll take it. The traditional markets are kind of like, slowly and steadily shrugging things off and anticipating hopefully some good news coming from the Fed in the later part of this month. I also got to say, by the way, guys, I was sitting weird, and I'm going to keep sitting weird because I messed up my neck and I have a ice pack on my shoulder. So jiu-jitsu, right? It's so great until your neck gets broken. Anyway, but like, yeah, it looks like we're on the better end of this. I do want to caution you guys though, because again, when the narrative and when crypto Twitter, when crypto YouTube starts spitting out that kind of vibe, that's when you should be fearful, right? Like what's the saying? Be fearful when other people are greedy or hopeful, and then be greedy when other people are fearful. Did I say that right? I think I did. So again, right now it is looking good, guys, but we still have the Fed looming in the background. I was speaking with our boy Blau earlier this morning. You look what's happening out there in the world. The Prime Minister, actually, I don't have it up. Did you guys see this, by the way? Let me pull it up. There's some changes actually happening right now. Let me pull it up real quick. Prime Minister.
Talking about Canada?
No, the UK Prime Minister. Check this out, guys. The UK Prime Minister. It's breaking news right now. He is stepping down. UK Prime Minister,
because of all that backlash.
Yeah. So there's a lot of crazy things, not just happening, politically in the political sector and stuff like that, but everything is closely tied to that, right? UK, or all of Europe, and essentially, it has been dealing with a lot of things escalating. Obviously, we have, the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. There are shortages actually happening more than people would like to let off. Like when I'm saying that, I mean platforms and whatnot and governments. So there's a lot of concern. Blaukin, he told me firsthand, he's starting to stock up and stuff like that. And there's food shortages, there's supply shortages, yada, yada, yada. So things are looking hopeful is my point. But at the same time, we got geopolitical things happening in the background that we can't ignore. We cannot ignore. So while you are up in profits, again, what do we always say? When you're in profits, realize profits. Look at this, by the way. What did I tell y'all? I just want, again, this is the Dow Jones. We're on the daily, right? What did I tell y'all, guys? Like, I'm just saying, we made this yellow line right here, and I told you guys we were going to come down and maybe test this previous candles, these previous rejection points that we had right here, right? As support. And look, oops, I don't have my drawing thing. Look, it's easy peasy when you know what you're looking at. It's easy peasy when you know the fundamentals that are actually happening out there in the world. But yeah, we did exactly what I was hoping we would do. We did wick below it. I'm not going to ignore that. We did wick below that, right? But we did exactly what I was hoping we would do. And now we're just kind of carrying on. If you guys were watching the channel, you guys would have saw when I did place this line right here. And when I did tell you guys my expectations, or my hopes, I should say. Again, I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I can just tell you my hopes and like the averages and what I was leaning more towards of. It's just all averages. This is all just math, right? This is all just patterns that we're looking at. But yeah, it's right now currently playing out. So while things are playing out and you are a winner, remember to remain a winner and realize profits, because we can easily be losers really, really quickly. The markets could take this away from us like that. So again, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back all too much. You can only pat yourself on the back if you secure wins. So I want to remind you guys, secure wins, right? This could easily still come up, get tested, get rejected again where we once were before, and then bam, come back down. Could easily do that. So be a winner when you're a winner. Let's move on. Let me share some stuff with you guys real quickly on the Dow Jones, and we'll move on. Right now, RSI is coming back up. We do see some curvature happening. Yesterday, we got our actual green dot right here. So maybe that does carry us through on the daily. Let me check the weekly, by the way. The weekly, last week, we had a double green. It's monthly. Ooh, monthly. We have 22 more days. Guys, I'm straight up speculation right here, okay? We don't normally get monthly green dots on Market Cipher all too often. It takes a lot, right? When you're on higher time frames, it takes much more for things to get produced on the charts. But I do want to share with you guys something right here again. You guys want to know what valley or what bear what am I trying to say? What flooring positions look like? It's here. You see the valleys right here between these mountain ranges, these valleys. This was huge, right? What was this, 2015 to about 2016 when we saw this dip into the very bottoms of the abyss where things got really, really dark, right? Where were you? No, don't come in here. I've told them so many times, guys, not to bug me, and I swear they have like wax in their ears that is so thick that they don't understand that.
There's no punishment.
He's still coming. Look.
You want some airtime?
He does.
Still have your phone.
My phone? You have my phone.
No, like the old phone.
Mom took that from you. The only thing you have is in that room. So.
Then why does Mom have to take it to her office?
Because she knows you guys, and she knows that I'm a weakling about that, and she knows I'll give it to you guys. Now, could you guys please go and close my door, or else I'm going to take my phone away from you? Can school please start back up soon, please? Go on, beat it, Cletus. Shut the door. I'll tell you guys, school. Why are you guys out so long? Open back up, please. Anyway, sorry guys, sorry. I'm a family guy.
You could be one of those ultra crazy parents and put your kid through school during summer and then just like never let them know.
Summer school was a thing. I used to go to summer school all the time. My parents did not want me at home at all. They were like, go away. Anyway, going back into it, guys. You can see right here, okay? Again, we're on the monthly time frame. This is where you want to buy in these valleys, the floors. That's where you want to buy. This is their best times to buy. Check it out. Check it out. Like right, this goes way back. 2000, 2008, 15. Again, right here to 2020 when we had that little dip down, right? Like look at the momentum waves, guys. Follow the momentum waves. Check it out here. Over the past, how long is this? We haven't been this low since December 2009, basically. We are coming down. Well, actually, no. The RSIs, we definitely got here in 2015. I'm looking at the momentum waves down here, the anchor waves actually being created. To get to my point, though, do you see this little trigger dot right here? We don't get these very often, let alone a double green dot. I think if we can sustain ourselves throughout this rest of the month around this price range, we might actually produce another trigger. And these, if you guys go back and back test, trigger, I don't know if you guys can see this very well. Trigger, trigger, trigger. What happens every single time? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm just saying. If you go to the weekly, we just had a double green right here, which are a lot stronger than trigger ones. Look at this. The last time we had a double is back in 2019. That was the last time we had a double. What happened then? You guys all know what happened then. 2019, guys, what was the price? What was I gotta bring it down. Where's it at? Oh, I can't get it, Cletus. Gosh, there you go. 2019. Let me fix this. From here, right? Boom. We got that double right there. That's what it is right there. Check this out. This is the Dow Jones, right? But from that low, basically, even to where we are right now, that's 42%, almost 43, to the high, 70%. That's traditional markets. Don't ignore it. NASDAQ, guys. Oh, well, let me explain this as well. If we do falter, we could break this yellow line. We can come down and test. Again, look at this previous highs. Look where the 200 SMA is on the weekly. Look at our daily target right down here. We could come all the way down to here. But again, guys, things are looking perfect. Perfect setup right now. NASDAQ, again, on the daily, we bounced right off where we were looking at. We're coming back up here, retesting this line right here. These are our highs to the lows, right? Over 20 plus years of price data. That's probably going to treat us as resistance. So we're probably going to come up here, boom, get rejected, come back down and retest it a couple of times. But that's what I'm looking at for the NASDAQ. I don't have anything on the Russell, but the Russell's even up 2% right now, looking really good. SPX, we came down, we looked at it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Yesterday, we got another trigger. Double, trigger, just leading our way back up. Yes, we've had our volatility within it, guys, but right now, we're seeing some strong curvature happening. I'm not necessarily a fan of strong or angled trajections, kind of like those strong, straight up angles like that. You guys know me, I like more sustainable, maintainable, slow and steady growth, like kind of like stair-stepping movements. They're not, identical to that, but you guys get what I'm saying. I like to see like sustainable growth. But guys, we got curvature happening right here. Again, we're on the daily, so SPX looking good too. If this confirms fully, again, because on the higher time frames, when you get a trigger, you like, at least for myself, I like to give it another whole day for it to fully confirm, to actually have strength, to actually hold some weight. If it does hold this price point for the SPX, for the NASDAQ, for the Dow Jones, like that's awesome. That is actually going to lead us into the higher time frames, maybe creating us some more momentum, or at least some more good bullish sideways action for the foreseeable future if we can maintain that. And then again, if we can, kind of just, convince the Fed, or show the Fed that they're full of poo-poo, and that, they need to do a 50 instead of 75 because they'll wreck everything if they do a back-to-back 75 and they push too hard. Like if that happens, man, that's going to look good. Let's go into Bitcoin though real quickly. Bitcoin trying to change that 20,000 and push into 21,000, 20,782 at the current moment, up 1.14%. Same thing as some of the other charts, actually, as far as traditional markets go. This was a few days ago on the 4th. We actually had, so fitting too, right? On the 4th, we actually had a trigger right here carrying us through. Right now, we're seeing, that curvature. We're seeing that curvature on the negative money flow, and we're also seeing RSIs not fully convincing me just yet, but we're seeing things try to maintain itself and pump back up. It does look like it's kind of curving though with the RSIs. So we got 1 out of 3 things right now. Well, actually, I would say 2 out of 4 to be honest with you, because we do have curvature and we did have this green dot, but we still are in the negative money flow. And the RSIs are also not jiving with me. So kind of 50-50. 2 out of 4, 50-50 right now with Market Cipher B. Again, guys, I wouldn't front run things. If you're in profits, suggest you taking profits if it's there to be realized. I told you guys the other day as well, I have buy orders set right now for Bitcoin. That's the only thing I actually have buy orders for right now. Still, even after saying it yesterday. But if we do falter, right, we're going to come back down here. I'm going to make some purchases. I have a purchase right underneath 20,000, a small one. And then again, seriously, my 4 out of my first position of 4 are split up like this right here. 18,756, 18,153, 16,971, and then 16,433. 16,463. These yellow lines right here are my first feeler buy split up orders. Again, guys know how I DCA into 4s, and each one of those positions are also split up into 4s, always reinforcing my positions with more positions. So even on this first one, right, it goes right here. 1, 2, 4, 8. Boom. Completes my first feeler buy. That would be, I got 3 more to go to ladder myself in. That's how I DCA, guys. But right now, again, things are looking actually really good. Expect resistance right here. If we can break through 21, which look at that price action getting us up to $20,861. We're slowly climbing up, trying to push into it. If we can keep pushing up to 21, expect a lot of profit taking to be happening between 21 and 21.4. It's basically this first level right here where we got rejected before. Previous resistance usually gets tested, and there's a lot of resistance again at previous resistance because people will be speculating that it's not going to break through. So there will be probably a lot of buying support, or selling pressure right here. But the buying support needs to kind of carry us through. Again, if things kind of play out, there might actually be a lot more buying support, but I'm kind of speculating and kind of concerned because we need more retail. And I just don't know if retail is thoroughly convinced yet to get behind this momentum. It doesn't matter either way. I just like us to stay here and maybe go sideways and just lay down this big level of support that we've been seeing for like quite a long time, right? If we can just lay down this level of support, again, if you take a look right here, just a real quick level right there previously back in 2020. If we do that again here, that'll be great. If we can just lay down a base layer of support around this range, that was horrible, around this range right here, that would be great. That would be really, really good for us to build upon. In order for us to build tall structures, tall price appreciation or value appreciation for any asset, you need a foundation to build upon. So the thicker, the more sturdy, the more stable, the more foundation that you lay down, the higher you can build. So that's what we need, guys. We need to stick this level and make this a key level of support going forward. Let's move on into a couple of other things before we get into alts. Again, our friend Blau posted this again, and this is again just another reason why I always say be a profit taker, because I agree with this, guys. If you know anything about patterns, right? If you guys can see here what he's put here, symmetrical triangle for Bitcoin. Are we heading towards 14K? Possible. With the geopolitical setup, with the concerns that we are geopolitical setup, with the things that are happening globally and the political issues that we have across the world, let alone not to mention shipping supply and demands and producer problems and consumer problems, blah 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 blah, we could definitely have this play out. So again, guys, he's showing you right here symmetrical triangle. I believe this is on what time frame was this, Blau? Is it up here? What time frame is this on? Is this the 4 hour? This looks like the 4 hour. But we have that. Is this the 4 hour? Hold on. No. Yeah, I bet it's the 4 hour. Is the 4? I think it's the 4 hour. But you can see here the usual probability of it hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's usually 5 touches in triangle patterns, right? And it's all about the way that you enter. As you guys can see here, we entered it coming down. And if you enter it that way, you usually exit those triangles the same way, right? So if you enter coming in this way and there's no strong reversal from that pattern, we could exit down this way. There's also the W formation that we could definitely play out here. You guys can see right here, right? It's kind of a janky W here, but follow me. See this big W? We could also play that out as well. It's just a double bottom. That's all it is. W formations are just double bottoms. Call them whatever you guys want.
I noticed this more in day trading. Like people will actually wait in the morning and just do like one trade and watch the volume and try to ride it up.
It's all like there's not all about volume and stuff like that, but there's a lot to do with it. But I just kind of want to point that out to you guys and always be prepared for the opposite, right? Like a lot of people.
I have a question.
Sure.
Do you know if volume, like if there's lots of volume, do you know if it can tell if it's like negative sell pressure or positive sell pressure or buy pressure?
You can see,
or
right?
Is just like lots of volume, just lots of volume? Like I don't know.
Well, like volume is volume no matter what, but you can see it here. By the way, yes, thank you, B. It's the daily actually. The daily. Just my chart's all garbagey. Yeah, it's a daily now. I can see it now. But still, like even here, like you can see that. I'll get to that in just a second. By the way, grits. W pattern, or you can, if you're more accurate, you can symmetrical triangle pattern, right? But volume is volume. You can see it right here. Like I have. I don't know if you guys can see it because I got so much stuff.
That's why it's tricky, I guess, because you just got a line to go by after that fact.
Yeah, I mean, but you can see, like, obviously, like, if you volume is tricky too. Like, you got to know what you're looking at as far. Oh gosh, stuff all messed up here. As far as the volume goes, can you guys see this? By the way, yeah, you guys can see this. So you can see like green. It's the same thing, right? Like selling pressure is red. Boom, a lot of red volume right here. Green. Buying pressure, but volume is volume either way. Like when you're seeing all these, you see a lot of red volume candles right here, or candles. You won't call them candles, but people call them different things. But you still see but right here, you see these wicks on the bottom of these candles, these Heikinashi candles, these Japanese candles. That's a lot of buying volume as well. It just got overtook with selling pressure. The vast majority of it was selling pressure, but there was a lot of also buying support or buying volume here in these zones as well. So volume is volume, but you can see it like clearly, obviously, as it is on the bottom right here. So these big spikes to the upside, that's what it is. And see, you can see right now, I would love to see it. It's the same. The way I look at volume too is the same way I look at engulfing candles. and stuff like that. Like you should just think of it that way. Like ideally, right? Like we'd like to see our green candles higher than the previous red candles, more buying volume, more support or positive price action coming in on the charts, overtaking negative price action. So like right here, you can see on the charts, boom. I know it's all, I gotta have like 5 different BTC things. But if you guys can see on the lower sections right here, right? Like you see the volume right here, how it's flat, flat, flat. But then we had like really big spikes, right? We had really big spikes right here. I would like to see these candles right here really overtake the vast majority of these flat red selling candles. And then ideally, I'd like to see at least 2 or more really strong buying volume candles, these green candles, overtake these top 2 towers as well. That's the same way I look at it. That's everybody does it differently, but that's the way that I look at things. And that, you know, it is a lot. Like I might be confusing people. I swear, I keep saying this. I got to do streams where I just get into this stuff because I know a lot of people are interested in this kind of stuff and always ask me like, how do you know? How do you know it's coming back down? It's easy. If you look at volume, if you look at candles and every aspect, like and momentum in every shape or form. So like I use volume, I use traditional candles. I like to look at momentum waves. All of these things, RSIs, all of these things are things that you can use and are out there free actually on TradingView for you to use in your investing game. You know, that's more for traders, I think, stuff like that. Like an investor, you can kind of like take a step back and get a better picture and maybe not confuse yourself as much, but it's a lot easier is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, kind of getting into the weeds on that one. Yeah, volume show how many people participate at that current price. Yep. Simply pipply. What was I also saying? But yeah, definitely check out Blau, guys. Check out his post. I'm gonna link it right here. I've been saying it a lot. Trying to convince him to do more TA in the Discord. hint. I know he's super busy, guys. And then, well, actually, let's cover real quickly some of these altcoins, our favorites, right? Look at this. Look at all this. Oh no. Oh, that's stocks. Look at all these green happening in our market right now. We love green days. Let's talk about some Atom, $9. I love seeing some $9. Guys, look how it works out so easily. Golden pocket, 61865. You can see that we came down here, tested this level, got rejected off the 618 basically, came back down, tested the 6.5, bounced off the 6.5, coming back up now, retesting our previous highs, as you can see right here. Not a lot of it, but just a real quick previous high where we got rejected before taking a slippery slide, seeing if we can break through. If we can break through, like I said, guys, we can come up to $10 real fast. I told you guys this the other stream that if we kept going with momentum, we could come up real quickly like we came down real quickly and recover this. And we're going to see if about $10 to $10.50 gets treated as resistance. More likely than not, probably will. And we can see that right now. This is the daily time frame, right? Like we need to keep seeing these candles close higher each time. The top of these candles, this is basic stuff for you guys right here. We need to keep seeing that stair-stepping movement. You see the top of this candle here closed higher than this candle here, right? Oh no, I messed it up. Go back. Boom. Top candle here closed higher than this candle here. Top candle on the next day closed higher than this candle. Same here. We need to see this close higher than our previous day yesterday. I don't care really about the wicks right now. I just want to see the vast majority of price action stay above our previous day's candle. That's what I want to see, guys. That's what I'm watching out for. If it smashes, kind of like it did here, you see this? How we just basically, look, this is what I'm talking about like seeing the reversals, right? You see this previous candle higher than the next day, right? This was the day that you should have saw while I was getting close to closing that, hey, we're not actually closing above for the vast majority of price action on the body of the candle. More likely than not, we're going to be slipping down. And what happened? We went back down. But yeah, guys. Atom looking really good. You guys know the levels. I mean, this is a great level no matter what. Under $10. You guys know that we love Atom. We're cosmonauts through and through. Favorite child in the game. Secret right now, trying to get back above $1. Like I said before, guys, anything under $1 for me is just, I'm so bullish on CQ right now as well. Still fighting, actually. You can see right here, still fighting to stay above the 618, which is our golden pocket. Boom. Right? We came down. We retested it twice, and now we're kind of like, we're not doing exactly what we did here, which isn't really good, to be honest with you. We're kind of getting a lot of resistance between our dotted line right here, which is right around $1.04 to $1. And like, it's just been holding up as really good resistance. So now we need to actually clearly break away from there and punch through this current level of resistance that's been holding up so far, which is right around $1.03 to about $1.04. If it doesn't, I would like to see it stay above the 618, which is right around 95 cents, basically where we are right now, 95 cents and 98 cents. That would be really, really good. But it, you know, all that being said, I am still seeing curvature happening on the Market Cipher B right here on a negative money flow. I am still seeing some other good things right here, not fantastic things, but other good things. Like, you know, we are still kind of flat right here. That's, you know, I wouldn't be a good thing in any other chart, but with curvature happening, like I like seeing that more than anything. With more curvature, at least it's not faltering and coming back down. Like, we're still curving, we're still maintaining this level between 93 to 95 cents, give or take, over the past couple of days. If we can maintain ourselves there and really put down a good level of support for us to build upon, like, that'd be really good. Then we're just testing our previous lows that we had. Like, that's kind of crazy, right? Like, we came back down. Oops. We came back down here. I did it twice. I clicked it twice. Oh no. I clicked it twice. We came down here back over the summertime, and now we're just doing it again. That would be insane. That would be insane to do a double bottom right there. Let's move on to Juno. Juno up 2.92% on this chart. We're trying to get back up into $3. Right now, trading at $2.78. Look at that crazy. I brought it up the other day. I put it on Twitter. Crazy. Like, it doesn't take much to move the BitGet chart. But again, remember when I told you guys the other day as well, for Juno, I project out my trend line. And even if it gets invalidated, I'll leave it up there for some time because it could come back into play and not totally invalidate itself. Boom, we're back above it again. So until it breaks and pulls away clearly, I just leave it up there because we could thread this for this foreseeable future. That's horrible because I'm zoomed in, but we could thread this for the foreseeable future on our way up, either on the high side of it or on the low side of it. Really doesn't matter as long as we're trending upwards. I don't think anybody's going to complain. Another thing I want to show you guys here on the BitGet chart is we are having curvature happening as well. Again, double greens, trigger, leading us up. Bullish things happening for Juno. We'll get into that in just a second. Real quickly, osmosis, 84 cents at the current moment on BitGet is, again, I should do this on the osmosis chart. But as you guys can see here, we came back here. It's not about filling all of our bags or swinging at every ball that's pitched at you guys, but we were able to secure some bags throughout here, right? We hit our levels and now it's on our way. We just had to secure our profits. Well, we had to secure our initial investment and some profits and then put away for the long haul what we were able to take away from that exchange, right? Like from that exchange of capital into that asset for that trade. But yeah, guys, right now looking pretty good. Yeah, curvature as well. Curvature happening as well. Just really got to see how it holds up over the next 2 days. Next 2 days, we got to see how this close happens for options. Guys, the frick. Look at Akash again. This is Bittrex again, but like, I'm telling you guys, look at Akash again. Up right now on the daily, 44.77%. You, like, I didn't take, ooh, we got another green dot right here. I didn't take any of these trades after the last time we talked about it. It's really interesting stuff, man. Really interesting stuff for Akash right now. Look how many times you could have rinsed and or repeated this. 20, 40% up. There were some of them that was massive, massive moves up. Boom, caught this, up, boom, take profits, catch it again, boom, take profits. Look at these. Look, these lines have been here for a long time. Look how they're hitting perfectly. Look how they're hitting perfectly. Do you guys see that? Secure, take profits. All of this right here before the slippery slide, many times taking profits. Boom, boom, boom. I made a lot of money recently, guys. A lot of money recently. And then comes back down here, hits our bottom. Boom, comes back up, takes profits. You guys know I'm crazy about things. I'm crazy about 5% moves to the upside. I'm taking profits. I don't care. I'm taking profits. I'm a student to my own teaching. And I'll always be that way. That's what separates winners from losers, profit takers from people who have to cry about it. Like, I'm not trying to be mean about it, but like, boom, up, right? Take profit, take profit, take profit. Comes back down, hits my line again. Just rinse and repeat. Boom, up again. Comes back down, hits my line again. Boom, I'm up again. These are multiple times. Look at this. Even from just setting that, guys, 51% from the high to the highs on some of these moves. 56, 71. Like boom, 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 boom. Just taking profits. Insane. Akash vesting schedule should be simmering off March 2023. I always say I'm going to have that. I apologize, I don't. But that's when it comes down. This is crazy volume right here. Like, this is insane. Look at these. Insane. Look at these. Pow, 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 pow. I don't... Actually, one second. We're detouring. Just 1 second. I want to see this real quick. I'm curious. I need to see this. (15-minute). This is the 15-minute, right? On osmosis. You guys think I was joking when I said I flipped? It was a lot easier before in the bull market, of course, and especially when we had no fees at all. But you guys think I was joking when I said I flipped 500 to 10,000 multiple times on osmosis? Like, look from there to there. That's 7.72%. Just recently. It wasn't even a day ago. Look at this. From here to here. 5% take profits, right? When you boom, take profits, rinse, repeat. We're done. Come back down again from this low to the high, almost 4, almost 5, right? Guys, this is insane. That's 2 out of 3. 2 to 3 times now you could have, if you're just being a student, maybe even want to, maybe lower it. Do 4%. Anytime it goes up 4%, now you're talking about right here on osmosis, like 4%, guys, on spot. You could have done this like 4 times now. Right, 4 times now. 4. Boom, 4.5 from this low. 4.28. You could have, like, that's the stuff I'm talking about right there, guys. That's the stuff I'm talking about right there. It takes money to make money, especially on spot, but it's about winning more than you lose. Securing your wins more than you don't. That's all it is. I don't know how many times I got to show that this. Akash is crazy to me. I don't understand. Something weird. I'll take it though. I'm not complaining all day, every day. Guys, I do want to pivot real quickly. Talk about a couple things. Going back to Atom. You guys know we love Atom, right? Ooh, love me some Atom. Hopefully you guys love Atom just as much as I do. I want to bring up Notional. I'm going to share with you guys this tweet. If you guys would, I know you guys can, because you guys have fingers and hands and stuff like that. You guys can do this. Check that out. You can even do it right now. I don't mind. Check out that tweet and like it. I know I talk about Jacob a lot here. I'll talk about other validators too, a lot. Sorry, it's all shaky. My camera's all shaky. I got a junky desk. You guys have to understand what Jacob is talking about. And basically what he's talking about here is how... do I get into this, Brand? Do I get into this, Grits? How can I say this politically, like, without... Or do I just burn things?
Sorry, I'm on the phone right now.
Oh, no, take it. Grit, do I just burn things, Grits?
Just do it. There's no problem.
So the ICF, or Interchain Foundation, which you guys have probably heard a lot about, right? Delegates and is supposedly supposed to be a helpful entity to the Cosmos ecosystem for the Cosmos Hub and for its participants, either validating or contributing code and everything in between that. there's been a lot. Of course, you guys have seen this, and I'm going to try not to stick on this too much, but I'm going to bring this to light because it needs to be. You guys need to understand the value of things sometimes, and the people that are actually working for you, and the people that are actually trying to shed lights on some not good things. Jacob is one of those guys. And like I said, you guys have probably heard us talk about many times about our concerns about ICF and some of the other entities, therefore, playing within that pool. They delegate or have delegated in the past, which admittedly, after a lot of voices being raised, Jacob, right, obviously being one of the biggest shouting voices, they have come out publicly on their Twitter. Now, we'll give them this. They have said that they are going to stop delegating to validators who have either been jailed, don't contribute to code. They're switching, basically. I don't know everything. I don't have the tweet up, but they're basically going to try to do better is what they said. They're going to try to not give delegations, and I'm talking like 50,000 atoms at a turn each time it happens, and multiple different ones, guys. They practice some really poor money management, business management, and health management for the POS system, not piece of S, by the way, proof of stake ecosystem that we are. I hate saying that, by the way, because it makes me feel like I'm saying PO, like
I think that every time I say it.
Every single time I say that. So for the ecosystem that we're in, and for the way that these for-profit entities are playing the game and like abusing, and I you guys got to know, full disclosure, I always say be the abuser between your capital and your investments, right? They're just abusing things, but there is an ethic to how you operate. There is a code of conduct, as you guys can see down here, that was, interestingly enough, one of the bigger topics that they tried to bring on our friend Jacob. When you conduct yourself in a for-profit situation that profits off of governance, profits off of proof of stake. So there is a way to condone yourself, which a lot of people have not been happy with the ICF and some of the other entities, therefore within. Again, just want to remind you guys, full disclosure, they have come out and said that they're going to do better. But they, for a long time, were saying that they're going to fix these delegation issues to validators who do nothing but sell their rewards, who do nothing but sell into all of you and I and abuse this wonderful ecosystem and technology and an asset that we all love so much. Actions speak louder than words. They have said that they're going to fix all this stuff before Interchange Security. They haven't. Well, actually, let me be more specific. They said that they were going to fix all of this and address it all before Prop 72 gets finalized. We still got a couple more days. It's still up for votes, right? But obviously has not happened. So basically what Jacob is saying right here, not to keep going into the weeds, because this is a whole topic that we could talk about for a long time, especially if I had Jacob on here. We could probably talk about this for quite a long time. And this is very important. You guys need to understand. And I'm not trying to preach at you guys, but I want you guys to really open your eyes with the behind the scene, behind the closed doors, posturing, maneuvering, agreements, and actions that some of these contributors, even, I'm not going to lie, some of these contributors are also out there that you guys follow, that you guys hold near and dear. Admittedly, I appreciate them as well, kind of hold them near and dear as well. But they also, not hating the player, hating the game. I'm hating the game right now, guys. I'm not throwing shade. The game is being ran pretty crappy. And so all Jacob is trying to do is raise awareness. He goes on to saying here to the Cosmos Hub directly, don't worry, Cosmos Hub, Fat Gaia, the effing validators, which is kind of a dig, and I won't get into that, will straighten things out. Like, if you guys don't know, there's been a big effort by a lot of key validators in the space. We talked about Oni and Kevin being one of the great ones. There's a lot of gosh, now I'm drawing a blank as we talk about this. But there's been a lot of validators out there who are also, tons of them, by the way, who are also all getting together and trying to right these bad practices, these unhealthy practices, mismanaging funds, mismanaging, business practices. I'm trying to pick my words here. But it's not enough. And so there's been a lot of changes that's actually been happening, especially with Notional and Jacob. And I tell you guys all the time why I support Jacob, right? But like Interchange Security, if you guys don't know, is now coming to Juno. This is Wolf, right? He changed it to Lobo. You guys can see here, Jacob and Notional are the ones bringing Interchange Security to the Juno ecosystem. Look, it's kind of one of those things where it's like you keep screwing with everybody, Cosmos Hub. You keep screwing with the people who actually matter, you and I, some of these validators, the coders, the relayers. You're cutting your nose off to spite your face for short-term.
The reason why they're here are because of the developers. You should listen to your mechanics.
Yeah.
You know, anytime I've ever worked at a shop, and the lead guy like running the shop didn't listen to me, it's always costed him thousands of dollars.
Yep. But there's always a reason, right? It's always some kind of like, it's because it cuts into their profits, or it cuts into their way of doing things, or what they think. They just short-terming it, right? Guys, we're talking about Juno recently. We're talking about Juno just now, right? Like, I'm telling you right now, do not sleep on Juno. Not financial advice. Do not sleep on Notional. Do not sleep on some of these other validators as well. Cosmos Spaces, Oni.
Jacob single-handedly increased my faith in the project by himself. So.
Yeah, guys, if you guys are delegating to Notional and you guys redelegate your rewards or have stuff that you guys have been wanting to switch to a better validator, put in your memo when you do it, Crypto Tank. Let Jacob know. Let Jacob and Notional and the whole team over there know. It's been working, by the way, guys. We have, like, literally, I talked to Jacob on Twitter early this morning, and we have been seeing, and we're grateful, 1,000% grateful. We can't do this without you guys. We can't make a difference. You guys make a difference by being more picky, by being choosy, by being more informed about what's happening and taking a stance and not just chasing, the top 10 on Kepler or the top 20 or who gives you the best, percentage commission rate. You don't cut your nose off to spite your face, and you guys will make a difference. And it's working, guys. So shout out to Jacob. Shout out to Notional. I'm telling you guys right now, follow Notional, follow Jacob, follow Oni, follow Highlander Notes, follow all of these other guys that are in there. What's his name again? Grits Cyborg.
Yeah.
There's like tons of people. I know it sounds like I'm being bearish about a lot of guys. Yes, there's bad apples. There's bad apples in every tree, in every bunch. But there's a lot of good apples. And I'm just pointing it to you guys about the good apples. There's a lot, not just Notional. There's a lot of good apples. A lot of good apples. Like Larry and everybody else. But you guys gotta support those guys. Kevin's amazing. You guys gotta support these guys. Because we're pushing against the way you guys ever try to fight the ocean? It's hard, right? Like you gotta lock arms. We're in the community where you guys matter the most. So I just kind of want to shed some light. I could go into this. I don't want to save this because we have Homestead coming up soon. It's actually 10 o'clock right now. Let me skim through some things real quickly, but delegate to Notional. I highly support them. Put in your memo, Crypto Tank. Let them know. Also, follow Oni Validator. Follow, I'm gonna make a tweet later on and put all my favorite validators out there. If I miss some of you guys too, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put my favorite ones out there.
Golden Ratio is pretty.
Golden Ratio is great. Cosmos Spaces, great. So many of them, guys. But anyway, friends really have turned around my opinion. Earlier on, I was like, but like, guys, friends do it. They're doing great. Anyway,
they got a YouTube channel and all that. So
and what they did with their YouTube channel was strategically, I think, brilliant.
Perfect.
More bullishness, right? Maybe, and I'm not trying to pump you guys up, but maybe I am. Quicksilver Protocol. Again, we're talking about with Prop 72. Like, I wonder how Quicksilver feels about all this. Alpha, they're going to Juno now, guys.
Oh yeah, you know how they're feeling.
I wonder how Persistence feels as well. Look, you slight or
Persistence, whole project has basically been on hold because of this stuff.
Yeah, but you throw dirt basically while you're smiling at the people that's been there in that ecosystem, building along with you, what do you think they're going to do? Guys, Quicksilver going to Juno. Are you guys booked? You guys, I don't have enough Juno. Don't have enough Juno, bro.
That's how I feel.
That's what I have for now. Homestead, are you here?
Oh.
Is he in the?
Yes, sir.
Yo, sorry about that, man. I'm gonna.
It's all right.
Give me 1 second. I actually got to give Musian speaker role. One second.
It sounds like they're able to hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, let them get it. Let me get them in here as well.
I just saw that Reddit is going to be launching some NFT display pictures, I guess, profile pictures.
What?
Yeah.
Guys, so much stuff is happening lately. Why can't I find them?
They were in the general chat.
No, I'm trying to find them in.
You could just right click his name.
Oh,
if you want, I'll do it right here.
Yeah, can you give him speaker role? Can you give him speaker?
Yeah, he's speaker now.
Boom, bada bing, bada. Trying to do that manually. Let me grab him.
Great.
There you go. You should be able to speak now, buddy. You're in the live section. But yeah, guys, if you guys know Homestead, we talk about NFTs here on Thursdays. I'm sorry, I was ranting a little bit, Homestead. Only 7 minutes over.
There was a lot of content to get through this morning, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And
guys,
the little ones.
Yeah, they're go to school already. Guys, we're gonna start off, and I'm gonna let actually Homestead and Musian kind of like take over. I'm just gonna navigate along with this, but go for it, buddy.
Sure. Well, Musian, I know, is at their in real life job, so why don't I just open the mic to them and let them speak a minute?
Yeah.
About their project, and then if we have some questions, we can ask, or if anybody in chat has some that they're asking, either Bran or Grits or somebody can see that maybe. But yeah, they're at their real life job, so we should probably let them have their moment and get out of here if they need to.
He just left the channel.
He got in trouble.
No.
No. You could come back, bro.
They said that the thing they had to do at 11 at work seemed like they could probably duck out for a minute or like download some of the content. But yeah, if we see them come back, let me know.
Well, fill us in. What's going on with this? What is this? What are we looking at?
Musian?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this?
Oh, he's back.
Looks crazy.
There we go.
Can you hear us, Musian?
Yes, I can hear you.
There you go.
All right, awesome. Why don't you tell us about your own project? Because I feel like, people can do a better job speaking about their thing than I can.
Sure. Yeah, no, I had to switch over to the desktop here because for whatever reason my phone was not having the connection to Discord there. Anyway, so Musian itself, it's derived from the word unmanned in Japanese. So we thought it was very focused around, the whole AI theme with it. And the whole purpose of it is to create these horror creatures, in a sense. Something that makes you uncomfortable to look at, something that makes you think a little bit. A lot of inspiration from things like the Twilight Zone, where it's not necessarily scary, but it makes you think a little bit further as to, that's an uncomfortable feeling. So that's a lot of the focus that went into it. With AI projects kind of being a little hot right now on Stargaze, it was really important to us to try to make something really unique that felt a little bit different, or that's the goal of it at least. Especially with the art style, trying not to make it look like everything else.
Yeah.
Each one of these are kind of derived from scratch in a sense. And I kind of like it that way because it makes a little more nonsensical images. Still coherent, but not too pristine.
I actually, this reminds me of some of Igor's music videos, the art style. I'll have to link them to you later.
Oh, I'm down for that.
You know what this reminds me of? I'm such an 80s kid, guys. I'm older. I'm 40 plus years old. But like, I used to watch like old timey. I was trying not to call myself old again, but like original Japanese anime back when things were a little
when
different
Akira
than now.
Came out.
Yeah, dude. This reminds me like when we went through this right here. Like, look at all these. This looks like this kind of looks like Akira kind of stuff, or like you know any of those like obviously it's Japanese themed, right?
But like
any
in a
of those
hyper-realistic style.
Yeah.
I don't know if
So
you guys are familiar with
You guys are going to be featured tomorrow, right?
Yes, we're going on the launch pad with Stargaze.
Nice.
That's
It's
pretty
a
cool. It
tremendous
sounds
honor.
like that was kind of a last minute thing you were able to announce. It must have been some work or hoops you were working on jumping through to get there.
Yeah, I got contacted from Ruwan from Stargaze. I think Tuesday evening. We kind of planned it out a little bit from there, so that was kind of all right. The pressure's on to
Yeah.
kind of to set this up the correct way and make
Sure.
sure that it's all nice. But they've been a huge help in the Discord, and those guys are some wizards over there with code, making sure that everything all looks good and is clean on the code side, so it should be pristine when it comes out.
Cool.
That's
So-
awesome. And
Go
they
ahead.
probably wanted to make sure you were getting your community together and everything like that with all the AI stuff showing up. Like,
Yeah, that was
so
that
that's
was
cool that they
definitely a
kind of reached
discussion.
out to you. Go ahead, Tank.
No, so I was going to ask as I'm looking at this. So you have maybe I missed it earlier. You have 3 phases happening, right? So is it 300 in each one of the? What does it say here? Break down the collection and how it's going to be launched.
Sure. So there's a couple steps right now. The one thing that my Discord is definitely sick of me saying at this point, but one thing that's really important to me is making sure that everything that we release is a realistic and obtainable goal. Anything that goes on the official chart is 100% achievable, and we're not trying to dream on paper, on the backside, we get a little out there. But as far as what we actually plan to announce, and want to announce is everything that's achievable. And my wife's very good at keeping me in check for those things. But so the first phase of it is the release of it. There's 300 creatures. With that, each one of them has a description with it that tells a little bit about it, which on the metadata side, in addition to giving traits for it, was maybe bit off a little more than I could chew. But it's all coming together just through lack of sleep.
Yeah, a lot of coffee.
But with we wanted to make them unique, them stand alone by themselves, and really kind of keep the collection somewhat limited. Nearly all the upcoming releases are all free airdrops to existing holders. We really wanted to make holding the original one something desirable that somebody's going to want to hang on to, because there's going to be so much free stuff coming out for it that's only going to be available through that. There is the second phase of it. We're introducing 25 special edition Musian. Now, we could never really come up with metrics that could pick that and feel fair to anyone on the receiving end. So we're doing kind of a combination of, you got to confirm you have one in the Discord through that, I can't name it off the top of my head, the confirmation that shows, you connect your wallet and says, hey, you actually have one of these.
Yeah.
Yes. We're doing one of those in combination with a giveaway bot to select 25 winners. So it's kind of a random luck of the draw on that one, in a sense. And the next phase off of that is the Musian lands. Each one of those, everyone who owns one is going to receive it. Each different one is associated with a landmark of some kind of location that's unique to that character, whether that be interdimensional or something more grounded on Earth, or even a swamp. There's all kinds of different locations with it that fit along together. Now, as far as the future phases, on paper, we have roughly the next year planned out. We have kind of a constant stream of stuff planned for this, where we're trying not to go too far between any of them to make sure that they're all, obtainable, and that there's a steady stream of content. We wanted to avoid going to something where, okay, well, this awesome thing came out, and then 6 months later it's crickets. We want to make sure that there's a continuous stream of stuff, and some smaller than others, some limited runs. We're trying to keep the number of Musian relatively condensed, not only because it's a lot of work to make these things, but just to kind of keep it a little more exclusive. But it was something that it's a bit of a spoiler, but I don't want to give too much information until everything is locked in concrete. We were kind of lucky enough to where one of our close friends is what I would say is an industry expert of the direction we're trying to go with this, with some type of physical bridge between the Musian NFT and something you can hold in your hands. So that's all I'm giving away for now, because we want to make sure that it's actually achievable. But that's kind of the direction that we're heading with it.
Does it have to do with 3D printing?
No. I have a 3D printer, and God, if I had to do that.
Oh yeah, I have one too.
No thanks.
That would be a lot of printing material.
Yeah, it would.
And too much configuration for those things. But no, we have kind of a planned set direction we want to take it to. But before we make any official announcements for everything, we want to make sure that every last detail is ironed out. We're looking to expand our team after this. My wife and I both work 9-to-5 jobs, so this mint will.
So I have to ask: is this husband and wife team? Is your wife in this as well?
Yeah, she's a lot of the creative direction for this.
Oh wow!
Oftentimes, when I become creatively bankrupt, we'll sit there and kind of talk out some plans. She helps a lot with the keeping me in check, I guess, of keeping goals realistic. But she's been a great help.
That's awesome, man.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both closet anime dorks. Who are not really in the closet at all about that. But one of the big inspirations for this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the series called Mushishi.
I feel like I have. I don't think I've watched it.
I think it's on Hulu if you're in the U.S. It's a lot of weird spirit stuff where everything's got that kind of melancholy. Things just feel off.
Like certain Hayao Miyazaki movies.
Yeah, somebody described it as haunting quiet. I was like, that is beautiful. That's kind of the vibe that we're going for with this.
That's yeah. I was trying to think of earlier when I was talking about anime, like which ones it reminds me of. But yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
You know what it reminds me of? Devilman Crybaby that came out on Netflix like a few years ago.
Yeah. I love
was good.
I
haven't seen it though.
I love the it's kind of art style.
Spirited Away.
There you go. Yeah, it kind of that was one of them that I was thinking of actually. How if you don't, it's happening tomorrow. Can people still get a whitelist?
So the whitelist is closed.
It's closed. Okay. Sorry, DJ.
It was a limited whitelist. And there's only 300 total supply. The whitelist contains 60 of those.
Okay.
So there's going to be kind of
honestly.
Yeah, there's going to be kind of a limited chance to grab one once the minting is initiated. But I guess that leads me on to the next thing. Yeah. I am setting aside a few of these to give away. So I wanted to give one exclusively to the listeners here. Now, I've seen some of the ones you've done before where there's kind of some special thing you mentioned on stream that's a requirement to be able to go in the running for that. So we wanted to give away one of them to one of the followers, and I'll let you decide how you want to do that, but I can send that over after the mint.
We're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna do it. We'll do it.
Awesome.
Bren, you always we come up with something. We got to come up with something that they gotta say. We'll make a post. If you don't mind, Bren, make a post sometime on the Maneki one, and link that, and then they have to say a secret word. Sometime during the stream, they have to say a secret word.
Love it.
Yeah. Can I get in this? Is it one of those? Can I actually enter this? No, I won't. I won't enter this. I want to enter this so bad, but I want to be for the people. I don't want to take away anything. This is cool though. I love it.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we wanted with the AI stuff. There's been a lot of AI stuff coming out, and just keeping that unique style was essential. And nearly about 1,500 renders later.
Yeah,
well, we got a collection of about 300.
I gotta say, also the one thing that I really like that you guys are also doing too is you are keeping the supply really, really limited. Like I don't want to say. Well, I guess I'll just say it. I'm very truthful and forthcoming on this channel. Like I'm just kind of getting about like, oh, we have I love this style of AI generated art and stuff like that, but what's obviously what's coming out, there's a lot of them that are just throwing a ton of work out there, and it's like I love the exclusiveness of it. I love the small mint private kind of feel. I think you guys are doing it right, man. I think this is the right approach.
Thank you.
Yeah,
getting the unique styles down was a little bit of a challenge. There's sometimes you run through many, many, many renders and you just can't get something that sticks. And then you kind of hit that eureka moment
Yeah.
that inspires the next 5 of them that day. But no, the style of AI that's used is it's a little more of an open source version. If anybody's ever tried out VQGAN or VQGAN, however you say it, it's a lot less coherent than a lot of the stuff out there. So there's been many renders where you just look at the final image like, what even is this?
Yeah. What happened here?
Yeah, but the renders take anywhere from 7 minutes up to 25 minutes, depending on how many iterations we're given it. So it's a lengthy process to make them. Some of the ones out there, you put in a prompt and 10 seconds later you get a very cohesive, clean looking image that's ready to go.
Yeah.
There is quite a bit of after editing that goes into some of it. A few have come out perfect, which is rare, but there's definitely a little bit of aftercare in some of them to kind of just maybe I'll move that eyeball over a little bit.
Yeah. Push it back in a socket just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to make. Many late nights. But yeah, the main mantra of everything was kind of quality over quantity.
Yeah.
And especially with the there's you see this all the time on OpenSea where there's 10,000 of one creation and then there's a version 2, there's another 10,000 of another creation of some kind.
Yeah.
The whole goal of this is to have very few mints with the vast majority airdropped. And I mean, anybody who's making NFTs at the end of the day is doing it for a combination of the love and also to make a sustainable business in some kind.
Yeah.
Hope.
I mean, yeah. It's it's a business.
Yeah, to be worth the amount of time that you sink into it, and the whole kind of, I guess, for lack of a better term, business model for Musian is kind of the after commissions for it, for the sales of the units. It's more focused on just giving out a ton of free stuff to the holders and kind of relying less on minting to be the source for Musian.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love it. By the way, I just want to ask, so I'm scrolling through all of these, the media feed in your guys' Twitter, just trying to find more examples. Are each one of these that we're seeing actual NFTs are going to be, or were these kind of like, yep. Okay, cool.
There's a notable jump in quality, truth be told.
Yeah.
Probably about 5 or 10 after they start ramping up quite a bit, where the ones we'd already posted, we didn't want to kind of backtrack in case somebody was a big fan of it and wanted to well, hey, I really like that one, I was hoping to grab that one, so we're like, okay, we'll keep them in there. I think my profile picture is the very first one that we created, but yeah, every one of them on our Twitter feed there is going to be an NFT.
It's cool. That's a cool one too. Is the profile picture one?
Man,
also?
this looks like Princess Mononoke monster. This
That's what I was thinking about earlier. I was thinking about one of the shows. Yep, it does.
Exactly like that.
No,
that scene in the forest is that vibe.
Yeah,
we were going for.
I absolutely enjoy this project. And so again, your guys' launch is going to be happening tomorrow at what time? What time is
it's at 3 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. Universal Time Code.
Man, I wish I had more notice.
And then the whitelist is going to be an hour before.
Cool.
The whitelist is an hour before. I have one other question real quick.
Sure.
Why Stargaze? I feel like that's a
good question.
So this is why I've been finding a lot of enjoyment watching your streams recently. I became aware of the Cosmos ecosystem when the Gravity Dex thing came out, that little test
competition.
Net. Yeah. A really close friend of mine was in that, and he was kind of showing me about it, and I was like, wow, this is a really cool system. And at that point, I had like Robinhood experience. And then Osmosis came out, and I think day 2, I started on Osmosis and was like, holy crap, this is awesome. Was obsessed with it. It took up many hours of my day, every single day, just doing what you could on the early days of Osmosis and playing around with staking, learning about the stuff. And that kind of grew from there for the love of the cosmos, and then they had that airdrop come out for Stargaze, and that's kind of what brought my attention to it, obviously, because airdrops were pretty big for a while. But I really like Stargaze because more so on like the ETH side or some of the Solana side, a lot of these different ecosystems out there for NFTs, you can kind of tell are run by business people first, where there's a ton of marketing stuff, there's a ton of this, you name it, it's all got kind of that corporate feel to it. Stargaze really has that developer and user experience first mentality, where they're constantly talking to the people who are using it, looking for input of what people want, looking to make improvements. It's a layer one, so they can do whatever they want with it. It's not built on top of another system that is kind of tweaked to work with it. Its whole purpose is for NFTs. So I think there's a lot of value in that, and it's kind of a sleeper of an ecosystem right now, as far as the grand scheme of NFTs. But being a long time a cosmonaut here, and as well as it all just felt right going with Stargaze.
Awesome. Yeah, we're launching ours on Stars as well, so we love
Awesome.
them. We love them. But I absolutely love it. I thank you so much for not only the giveaway, but showing us your awesome project. I'm going to be watching out for it. Obviously, whitelist is closed. Trying to say that way too fast. But I'm going to be watching this tomorrow like a hawk. You guys know me, guys. Whenever I see something I'm interested in, like the women from Cosmos, like everything else, I'm there right at 3:00 trying to scoop me up some. So be on the lookout for that. You guys know how I do, chat. You guys know how I do. Homestead, let's
move along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on.
No problem. But thank you.
Man.
Thanks for joining us, Mujan. You're the first
Anytime.
guest projects we've had in this segment, so hopefully it's something we can keep doing. I think it's cool, and it definitely provides the listeners and the watchers a different perspective than I can, for sure. So
yeah,
awesome.
It's an honor to be a part of it. I'm happy to support the whole Cosmos ecosystem, IBC gang, any way I can. And speaking of, do you guys sell merch?
Yeah.
And we were just talking about
we were
that.
just talking about it. We're revamping it right now. So yes, we do though.
Sweet. You will see an order from me.
Awesome. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, thanks guys. Take care.
All right.
I wonder if that would be an
Awesome.
idea, Tank, like to get, I wonder if other projects would want to be on the store with their merch kind of thing.
We'll have
Be
to talk
interesting.
about it. Yeah. All right, Homestead, take
That
us
is a good
on.
idea, Grits. All right, let's move on. And we're walking, right, Ting? Yeah. All right, let's do Stargazers first, because they're a big project already. Probably most of you guys have banners or got banners. I remember when Tank discovered the audio clip they dropped him on live stream. That was a cool moment in live stream. Did you burn your fuel in your rocket tank?
Yeah, well, hold on. Let's actually, let me bring this up real quick. Oh, I had it. Wait, where?
And how about chat? Did you guys have rockets and fuel you could burn? Did you make a PFP? I did mine last night.
Oh, I don't know how to do all that.
Here, we're gonna learn it right now. We're gonna learn it actually.
I actually got the rocket.
So there's a
there's
a website you can get to. You have to input the token ID manually.
Oh, really? All right, hold on.
I was like, what are these even for?
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was kind of a surprise when I think it was fuel that got dropped first, or maybe it was the rocket. I can't remember.
Okay. So let me show you guys what he's talking about right here. Okay. Obviously, this is my stuff, right? Got a bunch of loobies and nuts and stuff like that. We're gonna get this, the rocket fuel, and the rocket right here. So I gotta manually enter.
So you're on the website for that, the cosmonauts.
Yeah, right here. This right? Token ID.
Oh, I'm not watching because token ID. So manually, if you're in that burn module, you manually enter your token ID once your wallet's connected, and then click that button, and it verifies that that's your token ID.
What is the website? Sorry.
It's here. I'll link it to you.
StargazersNFTs.io /#
I linked it in there too. Maybe you guys can. Now,
and of course, all this stuff goes in the NFT channel on IBC Gang, guys. After the stream is over, I'll get all that. But yeah, it took me a minute to figure it out.
So is it just
in their
the number,
Discord? They had a tutorial. It's just the number.
Okay, just the number.
So whichever your NFT number is, put your rocket and your fuel in, and then click that button next to it. This says, I think it says verify or whatever. Verify fuel, verify rocket.
Wait.
See, this is amazing.
This is awesome. This was awesome. Yeah, what they did with this
Right, I did something
was
wrong.
amazing. No, I just put the numbers in last night. The digits, no number sign.
It just says loading.
Yeah, it takes a minute when you click to verify. If your Kepler,
I did something.
is
I did
connected, it'll accept. All right, so then you hit the next one down that says burn fuel and gas. You have to verify them both individually.
Oh, wait,
So
wait.
if you didn't verify one, it'll tell you there's an error.
Okay, let me do both of them.
Okay, error. What?
So you got to put in the token ID number, and then
Yep,
then
for
you
the
do
rocket
yeah,
and the
then you,
fuel.
then you have to select rocket, select fuel, and it takes you through like a transaction process, and then you can go
Yep,
down here to the
exactly.
burn rocket, burn fuel. So we'll do that
Yep,
right now.
You burn it, and it'll give you your PFP. When mine burned last night, I got an API error. It said check wallet, and the new token, the PFP, was in my wallet, so it still burned it, even though there was some kind of API error on the backside of it.
Give daddy something good. It's processing for a long time. It's probably giving me a super ultra rare thing or whatever.
Yeah, some of them are really cool looking in the previews.
Oh, it says an error, an API error. Yeah, okay, so it looks like the same thing.
Check
I'm getting
wallet.
the same one.
Yeah, so that's what I got last night when I went to my Stargaze wallet. The new NFT was in there.
Oh, look, yeah. See, like
you have to select the rocket and then hit select the fuel and approve each of them.
I got it in here. It's loading. There's a loading error because I'll let you guys know. The reason why it's a loading error though is because it's trying to give me a super cool one. That's what's but yeah, it looks like even if you get an API error, you will get it.
It goes through.
I've seen this a bunch of times before.
They put a tutorial in their Discord, how to get through all of that stuff.
I've been checking the Discord like once a week just to see if there's anything to do with this. So,
yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up.
That's pretty cool.
Absolutely. A lot of people were running into some errors when they first opened up this burn module or whatever we want to call it. Anyways, continuing on, now that we've shown users how they can do that if they haven't already, you can mint rockets and fuel tomorrow.
Oh.
Those are gonna be on Stargaze. I don't believe they're a featured project. I think it's
yeah, that's really cool. So I can just keep doing this and keep burning them and keep getting more humanoids.
So here's the deal, because they did this airdrop, right? The rockets are 23% minted already, right?
Ooh, okay.
Fuel is 66% minted already. They dropped more fuel than they did rockets.
What?
So there's going to be some market making happening.
Hey guys, give me your fuel and your rockets. I need those. Just send them on over. I'm addicted already.
Yeah.
I have a problem.
Well, no,
I get
I got
addicted to
cool.
this kind of stuff.
So the minting is opening tomorrow. It looks like 3 p.m. like normal Friday Stargaze projects, but I don't think they're on the featured tab. You'll have to go into the all tab.
Okay.
For fuel, it's 249 stars, and for rockets, it's 749 stars.
Oh wow!
So there's a difference in price too. So if you're chasing after these things, you got to pair them up to burn to make a PFP.
Yeah.
You got to do those calculations or figure it out. Also, I don't know, and this is something I need to look into their Discord more. Where is this all going? Because maybe you want to have a rocket and fuel for whatever's next.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, but do I want to keep some?
Right? Like they airdrop more fuel than rockets, it looks like.
What if later you got to merge your humanoid with your rocket and fuel to get somewhere else?
To go somewhere. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So you might want to just hold on to some rockets and fuel, maybe get another PFP, but maybe have an extra of each. And also, like I said, there's probably going to be some aftermarket, secondary market going on with this.
Sure.
There's been a lot of discussion in the Twitter space of how much people like this idea, same as what you guys are saying.
Yeah, I like it.
These are pretty cool. I've seen a lot of people saying basically what Tank said, like, give me your rockets and your fuel. Like I'm going after the rare cyborg or whatever. So, yeah, totally awesome. And you know, they dropped those tokens to like honor the minters, and then they dropped these other things. There's obviously a big project going on here with Stargazers. So anybody interested should get in their Discord and find out more.
Stargaze, I want you guys to come on with Homestead, or even I want to double team you guys with Homestead and Cosmos DeFi NFT. And I want you guys to come over here and talk to us about your Genesis soundtrack and then dropping a new one for the IBC Gang YouTube channel, because I needs me another track. That was so dope. I needs me another. I don't know what you guys did, but you guys heard that track before, right? You guys know that's like the intro. Yeah. That's the intro that they did. This is so dope.
Oh, really?
This is it right here. This is the track. It makes me feel like I'm in a space age techno thing where I'm just like gonna rave out or something like that, guys. It's dope. Anyway, I need that to happen, please.
Look at this NFT.
Anyway, let's move on, Homestead.
All right, we're walking on.
Walk it on.
So there's 2 projects that started minting yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with Rebels NFT first.
Boom.
There's 4,508 pieces in the collection. They're minting for 450 stars a piece, I believe. They were about 41% minted when I checked earlier. And this one has kind of a big roadmap, or like big dreams on their roadmap. They're looking to be like a big gaming project. The next mint is going to get airdropped to holders. And then there's a second thing listed, which is called assets for the game. And that's going to be airdrop and mint available as well. If you're holding, you're going to get an airdrop of the assets. So if you're looking for, I guess, probably a P2E game, this has got a big roadmap for it. And it seems like there's some community support. Again, nearly half minted out a day later. So yeah, look into that if you want. Not what I'm going for. I'm not the biggest gamer, truth be told. So, but you do you. Not financial advice.
We should mint one while we're looking at it. We should mint one.
You're gonna mint one?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the Predator one. I know it's gonna give me the Predator one. I know it.
I see ones that are kind of like Mandalorian looking, and different things like that. So there's definitely some different characters in there, and then it seems like there's the main character with lots of different traits.
I didn't get the Predator one. Son of a gun! I want another one. I'm gonna do another one, and maybe I just do a giveaway to you guys.
Don't waste all your Musian stars, Tank.
Bro, I will stock up. I don't care, bro. A Musian will be mine. What is this? Okay. Either way, we might do. Look at that secret glove. Oh man.
Ooh, cool.
I like that one though. Yeah, guys, maybe we do. You guys know how I do. I like to do giveaways. We'll give away one of these. All right, let's
do the project a favor, Tank, and tweet out that you did the minting too.
Oh, we are definitely. We're gonna do a giveaway, and we're gonna give them a shout out as well.
Awesome. Cosmos community in action today.
All right.
So yeah, the other one that started minting yesterday was Civilizations NFT. This is 2,000 NFTs in their collection, 199 stars each.
What are they all about? Do you know?
So it looks kind of like art and community mostly from what I got off their roadmap. The roadmap is there's not a lot of meat to it. Let's say it that way. It does talk about some benefits to holders, weekly raffles. It looks like that's going to be raffles of NFTs. Correctly, sometimes when people type these types of things, it's not exactly, the context doesn't come through. But it looks like they're going to be reinvesting royalties into other NFT projects so they can raffle those NFTs to their holders.
Interesting.
I don't know if there's anything bigger planned. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of meat in their roadmap on Discord.
We're going to have to look into that one. We'll definitely have to look into it more.
They have been active in Twitter with like collaborations and giveaways and stuff. And it seems like with some, kind of recognizable names and, community members. So yeah, again, don't know a lot about it. I'm not very drawn to it art-wise. I also have two projects that I'm saving stars for big times. Skipping some of these right now. So yeah, those are the big projects this week on Stargaze. Something new popped into my radar like last night or this morning is the Small Dogs thing. I will put that in the NFT channel since I didn't have the handles or links for you prior to today. But that looks like it might be a game. And they're minting either today or tomorrow. I couldn't quite figure that out. So yeah, I'll try and get that into the NFT channel.
Okay.
What else? We could talk about whale games if you want.
Yeah.
Nick the Kid, your old partner, brought it up in the NFT channel. That, you know, there's lots of projects in Stargaze where some wallets hold a lot, or a few wallets hold a large percentage of the project.
Which ones are we talking about? You comfortable?
So one of the
naming
ones
them
he mentioned, one of the ones he mentioned is Mutant Punks.
Okay.
I've got a couple I'll talk about in terms of like whale stuff. And here's one thing actually like people can look at just immediately if they want to worry about that or think about it if it's something. What is the mint allowance, right? Are they allowing people to mint 50 or 100 of these? Because that's going to certainly lead to those big whale wallets that can do different things or hold on to a bunch of it and change the value on marketplace, things like that. You know, and we talk about that stuff with traditional crypto, right? Like, whale games and Bitcoin and stuff. So you can see it with some of this stuff. So anyways, the Mutant Punks, I think our buddy Ambeto connected that to some of those wallets that were connected to a bunch of these kind of cash grabby projects, right? So you can see that's one example of like whale games. They're holding a ton of it. I think Nick the Kid said like 5K. So yeah, and what are they going to do with that? Burn it, drop it to somebody, dump it on the marketplace? Was it just a cash grab to drop a bunch of this stuff to us so we could sell it and they could make some royalties? Who knows? But that's one good example of like.
I did want to actually talk to you about something.
Look at this whale
I don't
game.
forget about this.
Sure.
And I'm being very, very. I'm just gonna be honest, guys. Like, you know, like when I see stuff and I kind of want to know. I saw a post recently, Sasha. If you're in the chat, like, feel free, jump in, let us know. But I saw a post. Why is this not going there? I don't know why it's not doing that. But I saw a post. You know, where obviously Loopy. They decided to burn a whole bunch, but the post was going on about like them keeping rare things and all this other stuff. I don't know if that was ever addressed, and I kind of didn't know if you knew anything more.
That guy, I was watching that. That guy actually like seemed like he backtracked after he didn't like look at the Discord and saw anything that was going on, basically.
Because I was going to say, didn't Sash like kind of say stuff like that? But I'll let you, Homestead. Like, go ahead. What happened with all that?
Well. Actually, let me just touch on that after I'm done with the whale stuff, because I think that's kind of separate and just somebody went out of their way on like a fudding mission. Yeah, honestly.
Okay.
So that's kind
of what it felt like to me, but I just didn't know because I didn't have a chance to look at it. But go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just didn't want to lose that thought.
No, it's totally cool. When something comes up, we should talk about it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the same type of way. If I forget something because I didn't bring it up, damn, it bugs me.
Yeah.
So anyways, another kind of like whale game example here. And this is a great recent one and everyone's FOMOing after it or minting, is the Space Ape Society. And a lot of people have brought this up. There's several wallets that hold a large portion of the circulating supply, not what they locked up for the swap shop, but the circulating supply. And they let, I think, whitelisters mint 25 and public mint 50. So you could mint a bunch if you wanted.
Yeah, 50 at a time in batches. I actually just sold one yesterday for like 5,000 stars because I got a rare one.
Nice. Good one. Good one, Grits.
Probably good.
So anyways, yesterday, actually, one of these whale minters decided to dump 43 of their space apes on the market below what the current floor had done.
Yeah, I was reading that.
Yeah.
I was actually in the Discord when it happened. And there's a big, strong community there, so they were sweeping the floor. The main creative guy over there, Space Apes 1, he swept a few off the floor and basically said, look, I don't want anyone doing anything stupid like FOMOing and bunching to buy it.
I saw that exact post.
buying a bunch of these things thinking, hey, I'm going to flip them for 3 times as much real quick or something like that, you know? So yeah, to some degree, like there's been some question around that project, but to the other side of it, like the people involved in that project, the team is very active in their Discord, explaining what's going on, explaining the next step is coming with the swap shop and the serum. And then it does seem like just there's some people who minted a ton and are, you know, playing
just wild games.
Find the floor or, well, and the other thing too is, and I pointed this out in their Discord, is there's several projects coming up tomorrow and Monday that are high cost mints, and people will dump stuff to create liquidity, you know?
Yeah.
That's also true.
Like seriously, if you've got that much stars, you don't mind eating a slight loss if you're going to try and get the next one that pumps or FOMOs or things like that. So with Musian and Strange Clan and Maneki coming, I feel like some people are probably trying.
That's huge coming out on the same day.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's some of that. And then there's the classified cats whale games. And if you hold 47, you're a whale in theirs, you get guaranteed rewards and things like that. And you know what classified cats did? They pushed the mint button and minted a bunch for 0 so they could start delivering utility to their holders. They'd been sitting there at like 20% minted for a while. Holders were waiting for utility, and who minted a bunch of stuff when stars was much higher valued. And so they did kind of similar to what Loopy Loris did, which is we're going to take some collection off the market so we can check that first roadmap goal off, and start giving back rewards to the people who have been sitting here with us this whole time, trying to help us with ideas, retweeting us, doing threads, things like that. Which is cool. They didn't really tell anyone they were going to do it until after the fact, which is why I call it a whale game.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like stuff like that, you need to make an announcement and like let people know.
Right. And so like part of my take on it. Yes, honey. You can watch We Can Be Heroes. Okay, I'm almost done. It's not just you, Tank.
That's why I was laughing.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and they realized that they should have put it out there immediately. But you know, my argument for them is that that's a project that they could have packed it in at any time. Yeah. And sure. You know, they came up with their collection size and their mint cost in a completely different market. And, you know, to pivot, to adapt is something people need to do in this market. And so we can just segue right into Loopy Loris and my take on that.
Yeah.
They put it out there over a week in advance, what their plan was. It was broadcast in their Discord. Several of us in the Twitter community, in their community, retweeted that, did our own threads. I did one about it, like 2 or 3 tweets long. And I think Crypto for Life did even a longer one about it. And so then after they closed the mint, and, you know, locked up the NFTs, that person came out with I don't know what it was, 20 some odd tweets.
I feel like it was just a misinformed
30.
Like,
and I mean, when you read through it, like some of the points were valid, but really every point was you didn't actually see what was going on with this project was the argument against it.
Yeah.
I like at him and I'm like, dude, I usually share your, you know, analysis on things because he usually does big write-ups on projects and stuff, and I'm like, except this one, you know, you need to write up a Medium article about it and have people give you feedback separately because this is just ridiculous. This isn't professional.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, you know, like I said, unfortunately, I don't have time to keep up with everything. Obviously, that's why, you know, I love Homestead, I love having grits and everything else. But like, I talked to Sasha. I was just talking to him on Discord, you know, in our private messages and stuff like that. And obviously, like, I went on and did one of their first use cases, like being a speaker for one of their classes. I saw it after and I was like, what? that doesn't strike me at all of being true. So I was just kind of like, again, not knowing it all, but kind of being in the inside and speaking with Sash, I was like, wait a minute, I'm going to bring it up into today's stuff and, just try to see what everybody else said. But yeah, guys, I think that was just misinformed. So if you guys saw that as well, I just kind of want to bring that up and get you guys' take on it.
Yeah, it got him pretty mad also. Like,
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
you
could understand.
Telling him just to put the fire out and leave it be.
Yeah. I mean, understandably, yeah. And that's kind of why I wanted to give it a fair shake as well. So,
and my general take on that stuff is there's nothing wrong with projects trying to adapt to what's going on with the market.
Yep.
Or if maybe you had your numbers and you were set with that and thought they were good and it didn't work the way you had thought, adapting to that, there's nothing wrong with that if you're doing it openly, transparently, and for delivering that utility you promised or whatever,
Yep.
If you're doing it to just close up shop or something like that, or make the secondary market go more, I don't know if that's necessarily the right thing to be doing. But if there's things that you said you were going to do for holders and minters and things like that, and you're trying to deliver on that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that in my eye. So
also, they were just trying to get like the remaining, rares into a raffle for the community anyway. So it's kind of like a backwards argument he was making.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, good.
So,
I'm glad we all thought the same. I do want to, unless Homestead, do you have anything else you want to cover?
I think that's most of the stuff I had for Stargaze.
I have a couple of things I want to cover real quickly, also NFT wise. Obviously, I'm going to be talking about Maneki in just a minute, but I do want to let you guys know we do have our friend Lex, obviously with Strange Clan and Passage. We had him on the show. I'm super bullish. You guys know I have a couple of Strange Clan Town 1 mints. They are actually minting out today for their whitelist holders. I am a whitelist holder for their Town 2.
I wish I could have got one, but...
Yeah. They're going to be minting out today, so I kind of want to put that out there.
I hope the project does well.
Yeah, we
need a professional gaming project.
This is one of, as far as gaming goes, this is one of the more highly sought after plays. It's still a play yet until it's actually released and stuff like that. But I believe in Lex, I believe in Passage, I believe in what they're doing on not just the gaming sector, but for everything, like Passage as a platform. I actually would love to start doing interviews on Passage. I would love to start doing that soon. But they have their whitelist. I want to let you guys know I'm going to grab one. And if you guys are on whitelist, maybe we'll see what we do with that as well. But I'm grabbing me one. Then they also have their mint on the same time we have our mint for the regular people that didn't get a whitelist on the 11th. So be on the lookout for that, guys. Shout out to Lex though and Strange Clan. A lot of people hyped up about that. I do want to talk to you guys, of course, about our own project, Maneki Cosmos. Is Bren back yet? I know he said he had to.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. We've been working really, really hard. And like I said, the 11th is coming up really, really quickly. Shout outs to our boy Blau. We actually did fix a couple of things here. I did notice our SSL, whatever the acronym is, for our website is in right now. It just needs to be, I guess, go through its process. But it is a secure website, guys. It is getting locked down. We did fix a couple of our verbiage. Again, Blau is from he's a Swede, so English he's very good at it, but not obviously. But we did want to apologize. We did fix this over here. So a couple of people pointed that out to us.
Is he a Swede?
He's a Swede.
Swedish is one of the hardest languages to learn.
He has
Finnish, all those.
I thought he was Swiss.
Swiss. I'm sorry, Swiss. Ooh, see, speaking too fast. Swiss. Excuse me, Swiss.
How
either way,
dare you.
I know he's gonna get mad at me. He's gonna come back. He already left.
I hope he doesn't watch this, dude.
He's gonna get me, dude. I know it. But anyway, we fixed that. Thanks for pointing it out to us. We are hammering away trying to promote Maneki Cosmos, and I just want to take a quick minute because obviously it's near and dear to me, right? Just like you guys, I take what we do here and what we're trying to accomplish with the IBC Gang YouTube channel and within the Cosmos ecosystem very, very seriously. It's a reflection of myself personally, of the people that I have on, and every action that we have is also a reflection of me personally on a day-to-day basis, right? Like anything I do, I take very, very seriously. You guys already know my mantra. Everything we do here is for the people. So I'm not going to get into all of that. But I do want to stress to you guys, I can't say certain things about this project because we cannot reach our end goal. And I will not be achievable for what we want to do if I do say some things. And I'm super apologetic about that, but kind of not really. Because once it happens, I'm not going to apologize for anything. You guys won't want me to apologize. You're more than probably than not will thank me for it. But it's not about thanking me. I just want to tell you guys I'm stressed out because I can't promote this the way that I want to promote this. It has to be from the community. It has to be an organic thing. It has to be kind of just one of those situations because of what it's trying to accomplish. I'm trying to flip things on its head, not just the NFT markets, I'm trying to flip a lot of things on its head. I want the expectations and the sentiment of what happens in our ecosystem and even further on, guys, I want that to change for the NFT space, for our space in general. And even beyond that, if you guys get what I'm saying, maybe some of you guys have been taking some stabs and guessing on our post. And some of them making me sweat. That's all I can say. But again, I want to really take a quick minute and tell you guys, I know I can't promote this and I can't be like other NFT, nothing against other NFT projects and the use case and utilities that all of them are trying to do and trying to accomplish or have accomplished. Totally different. Maneki Cosmos is something entirely different. I can tell you guys that without letting the cat out of the bag, pun intended, I guess. It's a cat project, right? I wish I could pay for advertising. I wish I could say certain things. I wish I could play the same game. It'd be much easier. It's not about minting out. It's about hitting the target and accomplishing and setting out what we meant to accomplish. I hope you guys, obviously I'm biased, right? I hope you guys, each and every one of you guys, come along for the ride. I really do. I wish I could give everybody a whitelist. We're running out of them, but we have a couple more to give out. Cosmos DeFi NFT has some. We will be doing our best to get everybody who's requested, especially in our Discord and who are active members, on that whitelist over the next couple of days. I have to ask you guys a huge favor. Throw it out there for everybody. Let them know about Maneki Cosmos. Get on that whitelist.
Like a lot of these people that I've talked to in the community are like, oh man, I would love to help promote this project. And it's hard to do that without roadmap and utility and anything that, we can't really talk about.
I'm the roadmap.
Right. I tell them.
Use me. If you guys don't know, if you guys have been watching and you guys see how I do here.
This guy, dude.
Lead by example. I'm the roadmap, bro. That's all I got. Like,
thank you. You remind me of a few good men. We want the roadmap. I am the roadmap.
Just saying. It's not about me though. This project is not about me at all. It's about you guys. It's about you guys.
Wink.
But I don't want to wink. I'm going to be that guy. When I try to wink, I'm going to blink both my eyes. I'm going to shut my eyes together. It's a double wink.
Really hard twice.
It's a double wink because I can't stress this enough, guys. If you guys aren't on the whitelist, interact.
Wear a yellow shirt if you're in trouble. Britney Spears throwback.
But seriously, the goal is not to mint out. The goal is to change the way things are done and the way things are handled and the way you guys see things going forward. Real utility, I got to pick my words very carefully. I can't use certain words. It starts with a V, ends with an E. But real utility, real use case are a lot different. And we're trying to do things that are a lot different. And we will do things that are a lot different. And you guys are going to be like, what the hell? I'm telling you right now. I hope you guys come along for the ride. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah.
Hey guys, I got to run. Atlas DAO Spaces is starting.
Go get it, man. Go get it.
And since I'm in that project, I should probably be in that space.
You got to go.
Right.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, I appreciate you guys letting me chatting with me. As always, not financial advice for any of you listening, and my notes will go up later today.
See you, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Have a good day. Feel well, Brim.
Thank you. Hey,
Brent,
Tank.
did we pick for the giveaway from Musian?
Yeah, for Musian. Yeah, I was thinking, and I think we just make people write a comment that involves the word nightmare.
You guys heard
You know
it.
what I mean?
You guys heard it. You have to use the word nightmare. Put a comment. We're going to put out a tweet from Maneki, from the Maneki Twitter handle. So if you guys aren't following us, if you guys could go ahead and put that link in there. I'll find the link. I don't know if you guys have it.
I got it.
Yeah, drop the link in there. If you guys aren't following Maneki Cosmos, you need to follow us. We'll do all that stuff, right? But you're going to find it there. You're going to have to retweet, use the word nightmare, and we're going to be giving away, thank you from the Musian team, one of these crazy looking AI generated NFTs that are super rare, have a great roadmap. I love that that's a husband and wife project. We're going to be giving away one of those. On top of that, if you guys don't know, I'm also giving away personally. This is just me personally. That's nothing to do with the project. I guess it is because I'm the roadmap, right? I'm the project. If you guys don't know, women from Cosmos just had their goddesses and goddesses. Like we love Maria, but they just had their guardians and goddesses. I was able to get Andromeda. For the people that mint, once the mint is done, even if we mint out or not, I will close it off, guys. The object of the game is not to mint out. It'd be nice, but it's not the object of the game. That's not the goal. One of you guys who mint a Maneki Cosmos is also going to be eligible to win this one absolutely free. Andromeda. So the mint, there's only 1,000 of them. There's only 150 whitelists. We go live on the 11th on Stargaze. The whitelist will give you 20% off. So it's 160. The original mint price is 200. Yes, I know it's a lot more, but we are a lot more. Maneki Cosmos is a lot more. We're not the same. How I do things is not the same. It will never be the same as everything else. It's got to be different to accomplish what it's trying to accomplish. I love you guys to death. I hope you guys are following this YouTube channel. I hope you guys are following us on Twitter. I hope you guys are joining us in Discord. I hope you guys are following Maneki because we have a giveaway happening. And then on top of that, I might actually be just giving away, shout out to Rebels. You guys saw I minted out a couple Rebels as well. I might be giving out some Rebels. Somebody told me I had a super rare background. And then I also am going to give away, shout out to Blau, 2 of these Loopy Lorises. So you guys see how I do. You guys see how we do here. It's about you guys. Hopefully you guys are hitting the like, subscribing, hit that bell notification. With that being said, we're going to get out of here. It's been a long, long stream. Peace.